Last time, the party continued their venture into the trials of the Leviathans. They fought against two greater mimics, destroying them and finding two parts of a set of armor from each one. After they completed the maze of comradeship, they made their way into a flooded hall lined with ancient statues of Sahagwin warriors. There they fought twin animated armors that swapped positions, one weak against magic, and the other weak against martial attacks. Victorious, they pressed on, reconvening in a large water-filled chamber. They then took on the Eastern Chamber's challenge, a race against time through a chamber filled with water and rotating gears, which they made quick work of due to their team's mobile nature. They have now returned to the main chamber after their success, holding in their hands a large turquoise gem, the waters within it ever changing its colors.
So who's carrying the gem?
I presume Ida, because they were the ones who got to the end.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. I think we will try to bring the gem back to the altar.
All right. As you guys reconvene to this large chamber, you see that Ida is slowly approaching the altar and is able to pass through the barrier while holding it. Presuming that they will place it down on the altar, it fits snugly into the little half-circle dip.
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens. Except for the altar kind of glowing a little bit turquoise color as if it's been activated.
Well, I guess we need to go to the next one, guys.
Grabs Ferdinand by the tail, warps him.
Not a time for a cat
Can
nap.
you walk me, you please? My token will let me move her.
You want me to move?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
You can walk on a little bridge.
Jamie asked an important question. Has anything happened to the duck?
Oh no, the duck's still there. Just inside this little, white barrier of energy. Alright. Do you all wish to enter the western wing as a group?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Dad.
Alright. This chamber looks similar to the other one, except it's green in nature. As you enter the hall, arcane runes start to form before you, slowly translating to a language you can understand. They read, "When does opinion become truth?" As you finish taking in the words, the massive stone doors to your southeast rumble and shake, opening to reveal a smaller subchamber.
So, last time it was something like... Oh, wait, I can still see it. Time dwindles, light fades, there's no other choice to be made. 10 breaths, 10 steps, 10 bells. Yeah, that was a rush thing, basically.
Correct.
Now it's when does opinion become true?
I mean,
this could be like a logical puzzle.
The last one was like a physical challenge. This one,
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a mental challenge.
There's 3 doors, fellas.
Alright, yeah, as you look through the ethereal barrier, are you crossing it?
No, not yet. I'm just looking.
Okay.
Like last time,
Such a
gonna do
dangerous
a
question.
quick investigation of like the room, the setup. Does anything stand out? Seem particular?
Can you give me I don't know exactly. Do you have anything specifically you're looking for? Because as you can see, it's relatively empty looking. It's almost an exact. You can tell it's an exact mirror copy of the layout of the previous chambers in terms of shape and design.
It could be that the only difference I see is that from this room onwards, the layout changes.
Indeed, because as you look through the ethereal barrier to the southwest, you can see a long hallway with 3 doors along it. Each has ethereal words that appear before them as you look at them, but you can't. These ones don't automatically translate.
Well, let's go in and see what they say.
Fuck it, I'll go through them.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, yeah, nothing happens to you as you pass through other than your kind of aura getting this green glow. And then you realize if you try to exit, you can't until the trial is done.
What are we dealing with here? What do these rooms or the individual doors stand out in any way?
You can roll, investigate if you want to, like, see if there's any details that changed.
So was there writing on the door?
There is, but these don't translate.
Okay, so there's nothing that we can read.
Yeah, it's kind of like the letters keep changing. So it's like kind of like a cipher. It probably won't answer until you enter.
Does anything happen when I knock on one of the doors?
Your hand starts to go through. It seems that you can phase through, but you probably won't be able to get out.
Yeah.
So
Alright. Should we, like, split up, or should we all go into one room?
I mean, it might make sense 2 by 2, but
Two poses behind Astrid.
We know these are also, at least up until now, have been largely based on working together as a team and communicating and whatever. So it seems likely that we're expected to split up.
Alright. Yes, shall we be blood buddies and finish this? Yes.
Blank stare
Would
from
love to.
Yos.
I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, let's go.
no.
You guys are tired today. I have to turn up your sound.
Are we letting the betrayer duo take one door?
Technically, Edith's like linked with everyone
Sure.
else, so it makes sense for me to be with her in person.
Yeah, they have their arms around each other's shoulders. Totally not
You
planning.
want to go with me instead? We can go out. Like...
No, I don't.
You sure?
I do not want that.
Wait, maybe I should go with Astrid. I mean,
No! No!
I mean,
might be the only one coming out. But...
I'm so
all
sorry.
the cucumber, like, face masks at Spa created a special bond between them. I saw it happen. There was nothing I could do to intervene.
Exactly, you know?
I just fucking imagine Ivis coming out of that door by himself at the end. Astrid.
I mean, that sounds like a
Covered
good
in
deal. You
blood.
sure you don't want to go together? Yeah, he's coming.
Go away.
Alright, which group goes in first then?
Well, Riz will be a stupid man that just rides charisma, so he'll go in.
Alright. Yos, do follow after. Ask the muted Briggs.
He's trying hard, okay?
He is.
You're doing great, Briggs. Yes, I am joining Polaris.
Oh, okay. Briggs. Alright. As you enter...
Sorry, I'm stuck in traffic.
Oh!
The letters... Don't say anything yet. The letters outside become a word.
Oh, wait.
Desperation.
Oh.
Oh, we're both too familiar with this.
So yeah, don't move until everyone has entered, essentially. So who goes in next?
Yeah.
I want to make sure Astrid and them go in, so let's wait.
Fine, we'll go in.
Don't say what you see once you get in. Give me a sec.
Okay.
As the letters appear behind you. Passion.
So, desperation, passion. Alright, let's go for it now.
Let's
Well,
find out.
Chris, I don't know about this one.
As you two enter, the word appears. Honor.
Oh.
Seems reasonable.
So I'll go in order of, who entered in what order. So first and foremost, I'll describe what you and EOC players.
I like the song choice.
As
I
you
hate it.
pass through the glimmering threshold, you first notice the stench. It weighs heavy upon you, a smell all adventurers know. Death, decay, the end of a story. You witness utter starvation before you. While you know this is a mere chamber, reinforced by the stone walls of the temple around you, what you see appears to be too real to be a mere illusion. You see the body of a child, curled up for warmth against the corpse of a malnourished horse. A man further ahead breaks apart the bones of the dead, eating its rotted flesh and bones with a primal vigor. A man sits, slumped against a wall, the winter winds eating away at his will to live, as his eyes devoid of life meet yours. You can feel a hunger within your stomach. Not the simple hunger of not having eaten for a day. No, you can feel it. The hunger of the commoner, starving for months on end. I need you both to make me a Constitution saving throw. As I go to the next group. Astrid! As you pass through the glimmering threshold, you first notice the sound of a grand piano. A man sits before it, the shadows of a huge crowd surrounding him. Famous and well-loved by all, especially the nobility, you innately know that this man is at the top of the social world. As you enter, the shade of the man turns towards you and vanishes. He reappears again to your west. Sitting upon a bench in a lavish garden. Next to him sits a servant of his, a woman of similar age. He holds her hand and gazes into her eyes of a burning love. You notice, from the corner of your eyes, a noble woman watching with a heartbroken gaze. You can feel his emotions within your chest. The roar of the flame of passion for a true love, of one who is willing to throw away all he has built, all he has gained, for a chance at true affection. I need you both to make me a charisma saving throw. Which I have rolled for Ida. Meanwhile,
What?
in the third
What?
chamber, we'll get back to that. Ferdinand Ivis.
Yes.
As you pass through the glimmering threshold, you first notice the elegance of it all. Golden chandeliers illuminate the hall in bright light. Red velvet benches line the sides of the walls, guarded by mithril and steel suits of armor. Upon the western wall, you notice a series of paintings, each depicting a small part of a larger tale. A harp plays itself, filling the hall with a simple yet well-composed song. A song that fills your heart with pride, a pride for a country you do not know, a dedication undying to see it continue. I need you both to make me wisdom saving throws. Alright. First and foremost, back to desperation. Eos and Polaris. You managed to endure this hunger gnawing at your intestines. This
I got some personal
Yeah,
experience
this-
with hunger.
this from either years of being living red wave or from your nature as a Dampier. Either of you have learned at least to endure this type of hunger or pain. You notice a portrait upon the western wall. There.
Ooh.
Riz is walking through this room, looking to see if, like, there's really nothing around, and his hunger, while he can overcome, he's still feeling it. Shivering. What's this bucket of blood?
That's a chair.
That's a chair.
Alright.
Riz stands behind the chair and looks at the painting.
Within it,
Is the painting edible?
if you wanted to, within it you see a father cutting away at the bark of a nearby tree in the mists of winter, in order to fill his son's stomach for another night. But soon even this fails. You see that his farm is empty, and to ensure his son makes it to the next spring, he offers his own flesh to this fire. His son lives upon the final gift of his father, and through the endless starvation. At least, until the next winter comes. Sacrifice. The door to the north opens.
I am nervous.
Astrid,
Yeah.
this emotion devours you. This passion. And, as you start to get used to it, it fades, leaving you exhausted.
Oh.
Ida, either due to, to being immune to such feelings or being able to overcome them, does not get tired, nor fatigued. Alright. The specters vanish, and reappear further in the chamber. The man yells, his throat sore, and tosses down his family's crest at an older gentleman, his father. He turns, leaving the scene, as the older man looks on in rage. The man and his servant, soon-to-be wife, run, leaving behind all they knew. They give up their money, power, and song. They reappear in a portrait behind you. You see that the two of them are wed in secret, and for the briefest of time experienced love and passion. But they were discovered by the searching family, the man's wife slain in the resulting conflict. His love did blossom, but his actions caused the downfall of several families. A self-sacrifice never told alone. The door to your chamber opens.
It's so sad.
Ibis.
I totally pass. Oh.
1 second, let me just grab this. Oh, I scrolled way too down. Give me a second. There it is. You kind of give in to this mentality, this honor-bound ideology of the country first, your creed and oath first. You feel the pride of being a soldier, and then it's ripped away from you, leaving you fatigued. Ferdinand, why are you above this emotion? Are they not paying you well enough?
My loyalty's the money, son.
I think there might be some measure of professional distance to it yet. I wouldn't necessarily say they're not paying enough, but I think in there's a sort of emotional closed offness to this kind of stuff.
All right, yeah, like you're maybe you've never even felt it before. This is honor for a country if you grew up in Red Wave your whole life. Yeah. All right. The portraits line the hall.
What shows on the portraits?
The first one shows a retreating army passing through a valley. Cut off from their main forces, they are on the verge of defeat. The second shows a lone warrior who lags behind and takes up a position in the narrowest part of the pass. He fights and dies so that his brothers in arms can escape. The third shows his corpse, hailed as a hero, his deeds written into song and legend. Through his actions, Through his actions, he brought victory, and also extended the war for years to come. Sacrifice. The door to your north opens.
Well, I guess we're through.
Hi.
Oh,
How was
she made it.
everyone's doors?
We are through, but I fear that some of its meaning is lost on us.
You cross the threshold before you, entering a relatively small chamber. This 25 by 25 foot chamber stands empty, save for a glowing ritual circle before a stone altar. As you look upon it, you see runes lift themselves off of its surface, one by one, as they form a sentence. If to sacrifice is the question, what is the answer?
Love.
Oh, you guys decide as a group before you give an answer, of course.
You were ready.
I am. Riss has made his decision. What he saw was a love from a father to his son. So just to reiterate, in our room, we had a scene of starvation of a farm that didn't have anything left. A father taking bark off a tree to feed his son, and the very final portrait showed him offering his own flesh so his child would live. And I think a person would only do that out of true love.
Well, ours had, I guess, love of the country. Man sacrificed
Maximum.
himself to save his brothers in arms.
I think it's a good answer. It's a connecting theme.
Alright, you guys wish you luck and love.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. You give your answer, your words becoming runes as you speak them, floating around the ritual circle, and then into the door to the north. You feel gears churn and vibrate throughout the whole chamber before you. As
The
something
trap hole
changes,
opens, we're dead.
the door to your north opens.
We're not charmed or anything, right? There wasn't any effect on us afterwards yet, right?
Basked in an eerie green glow, you can see magical barriers surrounding a stone bridge that crosses a gap that descends deep, deep down into an abyssal black. 7 squares dot the bridge, leading to a sealed door further to the north. As you test the barriers of a simple touch, you note that they seem to block unauthorized movement. It seems if you want to reach the door, you have to cross as the trial intends. Your words, the letters for love, swirl around the chamber. Three routes combine into one. Archers appear upon the balconies above you, wearing the armor that you saw in the portrait, Ivis. The path ahead of you, the stone bridge, churns and rumbles as becomes the forest of death that Polaris and Eos saw, of winter. And through it all, Astrid, you sense a burning urge, a passion of self-sacrifice. One must get to the end.
Ah, I see.
Wait, the self-sacrifice is part of this trial.
Mm-hmm.
Someone grab at yours before he starts to run.
You have
Ivan's
chosen
grabbing.
love, and thus combined all three. Choose a defender. someone to hold the line against impossible odds to come.
Looks at Ivis.
Ivis or Eos?
Eos is gonna kind of like look back to everyone and is like, I need to make up for what I've done.
Assuming this
heal
is
yourself?
a physical trial entirely, like looking at these arches and what they're set up to do random, is it fair to assume this is a physical trial?
It seems to be a mix of trials. You can tell that, at least physically, the archers will probably be attacking Eos. But there's also this winter-filled path ahead of you that most likely will be related to what Eos and Polaris saw in their chamber. But there's also what Astrid and Ida saw in theirs, the passion, and of a man who gave up everything.
You or me, which one of us is gonna hold that line? Actually, can I even see the honored bound people?
No.
Oh, okay,
Well,
yeah.
then
Oh,
it
what
should be
line? Okay, we're
Dustin.
good.
Fine, nothing.
Eos is gonna take a big breath. Can I use bless on this?
Bless would help me with attack rolls and saving throws.
Guys, does anyone want to cast that on me, or do I need to cast it on myself?
I can give you bardic inspiration. Is what
I'll
I can do.
cast Bless on you, my dude.
I'll give you a
I'll
bardic
also cast that
inspiration.
on myself and my boy Ivis.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of turn around, do like this little like fake salute, and just start walking down the bridge once he's got the
Wait,
buffs
let's
up.
heal
on him.
you.
Oh no, you don't walk down the bridge. You stay there. Is what?
Oh, I
yeah.
stay.
Yeah, you're the defender.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'll stay.
Why don't you have bless on your token of all things? Ferdinand. There you go. All right.
And a potion of healing.
Want me to go ahead first? You look a little injured, Vince.
Indeed. Who wishes to cross the bridge first?
I can go, but that's also to look out for a danger for my friends. Because this forest is one I recognize, and I want to see if there's the same threats I felt as when I was in the other forest.
All right. Move onto the square. Your stomach rumbles with a sudden hunger. It feels as though you haven't eaten a morsel of food for the past week. You glance towards your pack, filled with rations you know, but it seems that anything edible within has turned to sand. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw? And as you do so, an arrow flies towards Eos.
Can I deflect? Yeah. There. Wait, it's not. I don't have the button for this.
Yeah, it's okay. You can use it to reduce the damage that you take. You just have to roll it after. So yeah, roll it. You got an 11. You take 3 force damage.
I take 0 damage because of my.
Mm-hmm. Polaris, the hunger clings
Yes.
to you.
It's strong. It's like the bleak winters back up north.
All right. There's no turn order, so you can move again if you want. All right. You take another step forward. Another archer pulls back the string of their bow. The hunger grows. Your muscles weaken. A hunger that gnaws at your bones. A child stares at you with wide eyes, holding in their hands a moldy loaf of bread. Do you endure, or do you take the bread from them?
Ooh. Why does the child not want the bread for himself? Do they look well fed, well nourished?
They look terrified of you. And you do not want to
If
die.
I look... If I look at myself, am I still my own shape, or do I look like something else?
You are you, but as you look down, you see that you are ragged, tattered, covered in sores from a long winter that has just begun.
Can I split the bread into two and give the child half?
Oh.
You can. But doing so satiates neither of you. Maybe a Constitution saving throw.
It says, yeah, that's fair.
Right. You endure.
It satiated my heart.
Eos. Two
Yes.
arrows.
Can I try to reduce one of them?
Did either of them hit?
No.
They both missed.
Yeah.
Alright. Polaris, I presume you're going to try moving forward again.
Yes.
As you do so, you get this sensation that you have to sacrifice something. Something materialistic to continue. As the world, everything you gained, is holding you back from what your passion and your heart desires.
I feel like they're right. Stuff is just stuff. And if I leave it, will be a treasure for the person after me. He thinks of Guasis and his habits of throwing gold overboard. Material possessions are not as valuable as you as a person and your passion.
Alright, how much money do you toss over?
Is this about money?
If you're you're giving it away.
I was ready to drop my armor, to be honest.
I mean, whatever you want to give up. I thought you were giving up the money.
Riz feels heavy, burdened, and he feels shame of his material possessions. He drops 1,000 gold, or like 100 platinum.
Alright, 1 second.
He feels lighter.
How much money have you thrown away this campaign?
Not enough.
Alright. You sit on the side of an empty street, snow drifting lazily from the heavens. A man's corpse sits next to you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As the winter gets worse.
It's cold as well.
Alright, 1 second. Eos.
I don't think this like roll.
It does, it rolls after. Yeah. You rolled an 11.
Gotcha.
I have to roll the damage again real quick, but first the third hit, so 2 hits, so let me roll this and I'll re-roll the damage for the first one. Alright, so 10 force.
Yep.
And the first one was... I don't know why I typed a /E. 17 reduced by 11, so you take 6. You see several arrows. Eos, in your eyes, you're standing before an oncoming army. Your forces are behind you. Alright, Polaris, you may continue.
Okay, I take another step. Cold, hungry, but looking forward to, like, overcoming this trial.
You find yourself in an empty forest. Your fingertips raw and bloody from ripping off tree bark to fight off the empty pain in your gut. And another Constitution saving throw, as Eos is attacked 4 times.
Oh, wow.
Nice shield.
As a reaction, yeah.
If any of them hit me, yeah.
Eating bark is a very strange experience for someone who is accustomed to the bounty of the sea.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the damage.
Alright.
But he endures. He's learned from his friends.
And I'm going to try to grab that one.
Alright, 0 damage. Alright, Polaris. You endure. The hunger still gnaws at you, but you can feel this, bark lingering in your gut. as you press forward.
Going on bark and duty, he carries on, still shivering, hungry, knees shaking, thinks of the better times swimming in the ocean.
Alright. The hunger fills your thoughts, and the cold touch of midwinter numbs your face. You huddle for warmth within shabby halls. Your gaze focus upon a friend you've known all throughout your childhood. A dead eye stare back. You gulp. Perhaps one bite. Do you eat the corpse to satiate your hunger?
Oh.
This is the corpse of an old friend that I grew up with.
Who is now dead and gone.
Somewhere in Polaris, there is a bloodlust that he's been entertaining. A hunger for, something shark-like. And he feels like it's like a predator, a wild animal in his soul. Yes, he does.
Alright, you do not make a DC. You consume the body and satiate your hunger that has been gnawing at your gut for months. Meanwhile, Eos, 5 archers attack. $22 to hit. Alright, you take 1 damage. Can you do that to yourself real quick while I roll the others? 17 misses. 9 misses. 10 misses. 21 hits. For 18 force damage. Eos, you're doing your monk best. You're blocking and deflecting these arrows that kind of come at you, but they're made out of light, and it's hard for you to even see them coming from like this dust storm before you in your own eyes. Your party looks on, seeing the same thing you do, but unable to interact with you. Their hands kind of phase through you, unable to save you from your challenge, for you are alone, holding the pass for your ally to pass. Continue forward. Alright, Polaris, there's 2 more squares left.
He can do it. I like to imagine that for him, he is actually experiencing months of travel and hunger.
Yeah.
He feels like he's getting closer to the end of his quest. It's been months. He's unsure where his friends are. Maybe does he even remember his friends? There's a vague image of Astrid in the back of his mind, but the only friend he can now think of is the one he just consumed.
Indeed. You lay upon the cold floor, staring now at a dim ceiling above you. Any strength you had is gone, replaced by numbness and despair. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Will he give in to this despair? Not feeling good.
Alright. Eos. Your allies in the distance are now mere dots upon the horizon. But still, you know that if you don't hold off this cavalry coming towards you now, they'll catch up and destroy them. 6 attacks. $21 to hit. Deflect missiles used. Alright, you reduce the damage taken. You didn't actually roll that time. Can you roll me a 1d10 plus your level? It's plus your, It's just rolling 10, isn't it? Let me double check this. You're using from your features, right? You're muted, by the way.
Yes, I was using it for my features. It should be 1d10 plus dex mod plus
Your level.
monk level.
It's just rolling 10 plus 1. I think it's bugged.
So 1d10 plus strength mod plus dex mod?
Yeah, which is what?
Or plus monk level, which would be 8. So it would be that.
Yes. Okay.
Would have been a lot more healthy, but it's okay.
I also updated the macro, so it should now be a 1d10 plus 8, essentially.
Okay. Well, it should be strength mod too, because all my dex mods are replaced with
True,
strength,
give me a
right?
second.
Yeah.
Alright. That was the second attack, right? Or was that the first one?
Yes, that was the second one.
Alright. 4 more. $20 to hit.
I'll take it.
An arrow hits you in your shoulder. You fall to the knee, grating through the pain. I think there's one more after this. 26.
I'll take it.
yeah. Alright. Polaris.
Yeah.
One more square.
He's close to the end of his journey. Absolute despair.
Through his
Will he
hunger, you
make it?
also feel the urge to give something up.
Yeah, because I'm so hungry, I'm weak. Everything I'm wearing is too heavy. My entire body feels too heavy. He brings his hands to the buckles of his armor and drops it, feeling
Alright.
lighter.
And I need a Constitution saving throw. As spring is near, the hunger has eaten away at your own flesh, your body more mummified than alive. But you endure. But can your ally? 7 attacks, Eos.
Yep.
Oof.
I'm just gonna go ahead and shield at the start.
Oh, if they hit, yeah, so shield. Oh, I don't think shield stops that. It's only +5, right? Miss. 18 misses. 25 misses? What's your AC?
It's 19, so no, but can I catch it?
You already used your action on shield.
Oh, fuck.
2 HP left in a dream. That was the second attack. Oh boy. 23 to hit. Misses because your AC is 24.
Oh.
Just for clarification, is there anything I can do, or is this
No,
purely,
this
like,
is purely him, yeah.
mental game that's going
Yeah.
on?
You guys could have gone all over the bridge too, but you have all just kind of decided to leave it to Polaris. So that's been how many attacks? 1, 2. 3,
Just for my
4.
reference, would it have been easier for Polaris if it has been more of us?
I can't answer that. 5th attack! Misses. 6th attack. 26 hits. But they're not done.
Force roll for force damage.
You feel the magic pulse and resonate with the arcane residue of the arrow. There's a searing feeling deep in your mind. You cannot cast spells, so I guess you couldn't cast spells from force,
Yeah, for 1 day.
but they're not done. As you kind of fall down, kind of covered in arrows, Boromir style, heavy breathing, unable to move, you look up and see, on a horse, coated in heavy armor, a knight, drawing forth a final shot.
Miss?
I think shield lasts even if you go unconscious, so yes.
Can I use Cloud Rune and take the shot instead?
Maybe if you were on the bridge.
It does miss me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The arrow comes towards you, and aimed at your heart, you manage to avoid it by simply falling over unconscious. The bridge has been crossed. Sacrifice has been given. The door to the north unlocks.
Do we, at this moment, both wake from the dream?
Yes.
I ain't waking up.
Except as you turn back, this is covered in these like glowing spots as if like, you know, these like paintball like spots where he was shot by these arrows that the party just saw happen.
Riz is discombobulated. He looks at himself and expects to see a starving body, having lost all muscle, dressed in rags, but instead he looks healthy. Looks over, sees people he had forgotten, and Eos covered in spots. What? What happened?
Where did your armor go, buddy?
It was. Never mind that. Well, can you pass? Can you bring Eos?
Yeah.
Do I need to?
You can move. They can come towards you too, but you have succeeded. The door to your north is unlocked.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna put Eos on my shoulder. Pick him up.
Alright, Polaris. This triangle-shaped chamber radiates a unique calming scent. The terrors of the room before drifting away with each breath you take. It's similar to the other room, but green in nature, and resting upon a stone pedestal before you is a gem of emerald. Within it swirls winds that crackle with energy.
Sorry, I was strongly under the impression this was like a little personal trial thing. Otherwise, we would have helped out.
That's okay. I mean, it could be a personal trial, but you know,
It was now.
yeah, you could
We're
also,
doing great.
yeah, you all would have made con saves and help progress, but it would have been lesser. But it's fine.
I'm still alive. Riz, first bathed in the positive energy, having experienced in his for his feeling like a harsh winter and then sudden spring, like months of travel to make it to a destination. And he's enjoying having made it to his destination. He looks down at the gem. Does it look like it will feel warm to his soul?
Yeah, it's wind. Yeah, so it's a warm gust of wind cackling with power, swirling around.
He leans towards it and grabs it.
Alright. You feel a familiar sensation as if when Ida first grabbed the turquoise gem. As you're warped back to the start. So 1 second. I'm gonna warp you first.
Eva's body ragdolls once teleported.
No. Buddy.
Alright. The chest is unlocked. The barrier is not there. Do you wish to open the reward chest?
I would like to.
You've
Alright.
earned it.
Just end it. 1 second, let me get to the, where's my items? There they are. Ignore the conditions there. Alright, inside is your armor.
Hey, I didn't expect that.
And a shield. Cleanse barrier.
What does the shield do?
This is a +1 shield that grants the wearer the following benefits. You are considered proficient with the shield. Whenever an ally within 30 feet of you takes damage, you may give them resistance to the damage type or the source of the damage as a reaction. If doing so stops them from being knocked unconscious, aka dropped to 0, you both gain temporary hit points equal to your character level times 4, or 36, which lasts until the next source of damage or a minute passes. There's 1 charge, it costs 1 charge to activate, and there's 4 charges per long rest.
Is it attunement?
It is not.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
pretty cool. Does anyone really want a shield?
I do use shields already, but this sounds like it because it gives you proficiency. It could also be granted to someone else.
Correct.
For some mysterious reason, Random has given me the ability to use my weapon one-handed today.
I gave everyone that ability, and if they had a weapon that could do it, you know? Because it gives anyone, so like your rogue could use a shield. Eos couldn't, because Eos is a monk, if he wants to use his monk
Could
features.
Astrid use it?
Astrid can normally use, yeah, I think use shields.
Oh, she can always use shields. Ah.
Let me double check. No, normally she couldn't, but she could use the shield.
Yeah.
I'm normally far away from people. Like, I'm not normally within 30 feet of the fight unless I'm having to use, like, melee.
Might be good for Bird Daddy.
Like, I'm happy to take it, but for me, it'll just be a. I won't have the addition of gaining more. Like, I already have a shield.
Yeah, other people who don't have a shield would gain like 3 AC versus you gaining
Exactly.
1. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if no one else wants it, I would like to wear it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So be it. You put on Quen's barrier, the god of protection. One moment, where did it go? Where is it? Let me equip your armor. Equip the shield.
I'm wearing a lot of godly things today.
Yeah, he looks so decked out.
Alright, there you go. Now on your main page, you should have the one-handed version as your main thing. Alright.
I assume my one-handed, my like massive anchor shrinks, sort of like in acceptance of being held in one hand.
Listen, it's up to you. I'm fine with you
Yeah,
role-playing, like, just swinging around this weapon with one hand. I'm fine with it being that big still, you know?
Well, to be honest, it is a magical weapon, so
Mhm.
it doesn't listen to the rules of physics.
I mean, you're using your charisma to hit things. I mean, come on.
Yeah, okay. I'm keeping the massive weapon then.
Okay, alright.
Physics means nothing to me.
It's
Alright,
like, oh, it's just a foam hammer. Or a foam anchor.
do you wish to go and turn in the Emerald Gem?
I do. Astrid, you're sure I was only like doing that for like 15 minutes?
Like, less than. Like, you just walked across the thing, and that was it.
I feel like I've aged 10 years.
I like how no one wants to heal you, just carry him around.
It's easier.
He's not making
He
death
doesn't-
saves, is he?
He's not making death saves, but he is unconscious.
He's fine.
I am
It's
0
safe this
HP.
Nah.
Roll me a d4, Yos.
Oh boy.
Let's just see how long you're unconscious for. 1 hour.
Oh, yeah, just carry him.
I'm just hopping from stone to stone with him on my back.
Do I get a short rest because I'm unconscious for
No, it doesn't work like that, sadly. You're just unconscious until no one is healing you. Everyone just saw you hold off against this huge army, and they're just like, eh. I see
You know what?
better.
He deserves a nap. That's what's going on.
Alright, Polaris, do you wish to place the Emerald Gem?
Yes, I would like to place the Emerald Gem. It
Alright.
does make me sad because it was very nice to hold and it was warm and it made me feel good, but I will sacrifice it.
Alright. As you place the 2 gems upon their respective altars, you can hear the temple groan around you as the gears and pulleys move behind its stone walls. A large lift-like device descends from the ceiling above you from the darkness that was beyond your sight. You presume it was a counterweight of sorts, for as it stops, the waterfalls to the north start to billow forth even more water into the lake below you. The water level rises rapidly. The platforms you're standing on rumbling as it does, until the water level finally stops a mere inch away from covering the platforms. Then, silence, save for the roar of the falls. From the lift above you drifts down a large diamond, similar in shape and design to the previous 2 gems. It floats calmly to the middle altar, resting upon it as if it had never left, knocking the ducky out of the way. Draconic and common both, you hear a familiar voice ring out throughout the temple around you. These mortals have more than proved their worth, tested time and time again. So says Nyrune the Bronze. They may pass. The stone doors to the northwest and the northeast, now with their entrance, like the entranceways at water level, glide open, revealing a way forward.
Okay, first and foremost, can I dive for the ducky?
You can.
Travis has already been sinking.
I was like, nah.
Slow motion.
I would like to take the ducky.
You take the ducky. And I
Let's
update
do
the
it.
quest.
Do we hear some music?
There's no music.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There is.
All you get is that you collected the clown duck. It gives you a smug look while wearing clown makeup, as if it can't believe you collected all these worthless ducks at the cost of your own sanity and health.
I squeezed the duck. Worth
Alright.
it. You know what? You know what we should do? We should put him in a circle around Eos, so when he wakes up, he sees 18 ducks staring at him.
He's already so paranoid.
1 second. So, Polaris grabbed the final duck.
Oh, final? That's a scary word.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I just have to go.
Who's responsible for this again?
No, don't worry about it. Let me just go look through my my things here. Where did I put that thing? I made it. Where no, seriously, where is it? Goes
Don't
through
worry
all his documents.
He's teasing us.
Did I put it here? I did.
Ooh.
There's a new item in your inventory. Good luck finding it.
Inflorescence?
Yep.
Oh, now you want me to have a look.
Yeah, no pressure, buddy.
What is it?
It's a knit root poultice.
Yeah, totally.
What?
Wait, I have in my inventory Rubber Ducky Ornate, Rubber Ducky Shadow, collectibles.
Well, those are gone now.
Oh, well, bye. I don't have those, I guess.
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry.
Siamis' Folly.
What is?
You can read it out loud if you want.
Siamis' Folly, to think that he would fight such dangerous foes. Just for some ducks. A true fool you are. Oh, how we've laughed at your misadventures and greed. Normally, I would give you no reward at all. But because you're on such an important mission, you can have this. One final duck.
All the other ducks have burned and vanished, leaving behind only this duck.
Final duck.
I'm quitting.
Ivis has become super sad.
It is consumable. You don't know what it does.
Give it to
I
Ives.
I will give it to Ivis if Ivis likes it.
I give it a light squeeze. It doesn't make noise.
It doesn't make noise.
You've taken away everything from us. We don't deserve this. We're good players.
What did it cost? Everything. Sorrow.
Hey.
Sorrow.
You bunch of nerds, do you want to take the door?
No, I'm crying.
Oh. Well, I don't want to go on this mission anymore.
Are we not splitting up?
Oh.
Oh, they come together at the top.
Alright, one moment.
He swims. I put Eos on his back and just very slowly doggy paddle with him over.
You enter a large chamber, and most likely the source of all the water that fills this place. A massive waterfall slips down the wall to the north, probably going all the way up to the near surface. Beneath its water sits a teleportation platform that hums with energy.
So is the teleportation platform underwater?
No, just beneath its water, so it's like, at the bottom of the waterfall.
Oh, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not breathing.
Oh, I'm just hauling around a corpse.
It's not the first time he's died.
It's true.
I'll look around for his ghost.
You don't see his ghost.
Soul's probably still in there.
So much healing magic, no one wants to heal.
I'll
What is
heal
wrong
him.
with you guys?
Hang on.
I'm not
Where's
wasting a fucking spell slot.
There you go. You can have my vivacity to heal.
Eels, remember. Oh, never mind.
There you go, buddy.
Eels remembers this.
Hi, Eos. You doing okay?
So you're currently in a
Where the
room.
fuck am I?
Yeah, you're in a room you don't have any recollection of. Your allies are just kind of swirling away. Ibis is like kind of
How
dragging
long was
you.
I out?
It's been years. I have terrible news. They took our ducks.
I flip you off.
I pat you on the head.
We just have the one now. The precious. So precious.
All right. Do you wish to get on the teleportation platform?
Yes. Although I liked the water and I'm gonna miss it.
You should drink it.
Is it tasty? I drink it.
This is salt water.
Oh, that is tasty.
One of the only people in the world that can drink salt water, sea elf.
Alright, I say goodbye to the water.
Goodbye.
It's very normal to him that water says goodbye back.
You're the bestest sea elf in the world.
I love you too, nice body of water.
Stop talking to the water and get on the portal.
Drown all your allies into the depths.
Bye.
Do as we command. Alright. The lift activates. You find yourself in a whole different area.
So,
One moment.
Astrid, if what was happening to me I was dreaming, then I didn't actually, eat coral?
You didn't eat what?
Coral.
I didn't see you eat anything.
You didn't see the person? Coral is we used to go swimming together all the time, and then we went, down in some underwater caves, and, we were puddle mates.
Never heard you talk about this person.
I mean, I haven't seen him for 100 years, but,
Oh,
you
that's-
know.
I mean, it's weird that you haven't talked about him, but no. Wait, you think you ate him?
So I guess I didn't?
I hope not.
Alright.
Rest.
As you guys have this talk, as right before you teleport, a flash of brilliant light envelops you as you warp. You squint your eyes to adjust after this bright flash. You stand at the top of a circular platform, within an equally circular chamber, roughly 75 feet in diameter. Silver leaf trees sway around you as if a breeze was passing through, but you feel no wind. Clear water bubbles from beneath the platform, flowing gently down multiple steps before gathering at pools below. Twin doors, constructed out of ancient wood that seems to breathe ever so slightly, lead out of this chamber to the west and east. Draconic imagery is depicted upon them, grown rather than carved into their surfaces.
This is a pretty peaceful place.
Bless has run out.
Is
Are
this
these
water also
trees?
tasty?
This is clear water. So, like mineral water.
You just
Read it,
gonna
I'm
find
thirsty.
somewhere that looks comfortable, like over here on this grass, and lay down.
Look at that, another nap. Just kidding. You did good, Eos, taking all those things
Can
that I didn't
I
see.
I'm looking for what I want to do. Can I do something like a religion or an investigation check to sort of get a vibe or wherever the fuck we are at now?
Yeah, sure. Are you focusing on the doors or on the chamber around you?
The chamber around me.
Yeah, sure. Roll what you feel like you want to roll. Alright. You can tell that this is a very secure location, based on the fact of the walls around you. It's kind of like a domed ceiling, so the only way to get here was probably by either the doors to your west or east or through teleportation. This is more of a shrine, you can tell, as this part of the chamber is most likely built in respect and awe for something.
How does that relate to what we know is sort of the mission we're on? Like we're doing this as part of like a actually gaining permission to whatever this fucking Leviathan home is.
Correct.
Does that context provide me with more context? Or is
Based
that
on
like on me?
if you're also investigating the doors, which I'll give you for that 27, you notice how much love and care has been given to these doors. They are watered, trimmed, and shown much respect. The images upon them, as you kind of squint and look closer, are as clear as day and show the tale that you've heard from Nyrune. From the Leviathan Wars to the Sealing of the Lost One, it shows the entire history of this horrific conflict. It also shows you, with that above a 20, more. You can see that in the past, storms wreaked havoc along the coasts. Entire cities were swallowed by the waves. The loyal soldiers of the Leviathan, the Sahagwin, charging against the masses of writhing tentacles that you know now are of those of the Aboleths. Below them is a sentence in Draconic that you cannot read, although you have the ability to read them if you so wish. Be it with comprehend languages or
I could take
tongues.
the time to do it. It might be helpful because there have been a lot of like verbal cues for us. Or, like,
Yeah.
Do you wish to take the time to ritual cast either of
I would
those?
like to, yes.
I think comprehend languages is all you need because it's written. So, all right. During these 10 minutes, do any of you do anything else? I know Eos is resting from his endeavor.
Riz sat down in the pool and is just like splitty-splatting.
All right.
He needs a respite after what he's just been through for months.
I'll go over to Eos and be like, "Do you want some healing potions, buddy? Or want some help?" Takes his foot.
As Eos sitting there pouting, tired, exhausted. All right. 10 minutes pass, and you can now read Draconic. You read upon both doors. We shall uphold our promise to our cousins. The seas shall never again be of blood.
Right, so this sounds like the vow the Leviathans or their offspring or whatever would have made to dragons.
Indeed. You also can tell that these doors are not locked, but will probably require great strength to open.
Any difference between the two doors?
No,
Apart from leading in different directions?
just the direction.
Fair enough. Ivis, you want to have a go with me at opening one of these?
Sure.
Seeing as how I somehow now also have 21 strength.
Somehow, you know what you did.
I know what I did.
All right, you can both roll with one of you can roll with advantage, essentially.
Let's see, strength check or athletics?
It'd be strength check. Which, ironically, I think. Oh God, Ivis tries. He cannot open the door.
I'm too tired. I was already sad about the duck, looks even more sad.
Well, I don't think we're ever going to be able to open one of those doors.
Can I? I guess I cannot really make the roll because I just assisted.
You assisted. You could help Polaris, or Polaris can assist you.
Oh, I can
Essentially.
help you, Ferdinand. Like, I can have a look at this door, maybe, like, spit them some hinges.
Not sure. Was it a straight strength?
Yeah, strength check, not a
Does
saving
anyone
throw.
does anyone want to come get Eos? Do you
Yes,
guys
if you-
forget about me?
Oh my god!
I am looming over
What?
you.
My
Do
God,
you need
goes
me
down.
now?
How do you get 2 2s?
What's wrong with these doors?
Do you need me
Right?
now? Are you?
Here, I have it,
Do you need
No,
my
you,
help?
you stay there. I'll open the door. I'll do it.
Ivis, what the fuck is wrong with these doors?
I
Let me open the
told
door.
you.
Astrid, do you feel like you have the magic touch? Maybe you can help me. Let me try.
Okay, Polaris. You trying to open the door? You wanna roll
Mission's
advantage?
over.
Do I have advantage?
You have advantage. Astrid's helping you. Oh my god!
Let me kick the door down.
No, it's really heavy. Never mind. I'm gonna lie back in the water.
Can I
Flips
use
through
my
a book.
basic strength?
What are you gonna do now, DM?
You're gonna help Astrid? Eos is just waiting. He knows what he has to do. He's just waiting for someone to tell.
You know,
Well, I'm
quote,
sitting
unquote,
over here,
help.
leaned up against these stairs, watching you.
Can I have help? Can I have advantage?
Yeah, you're gonna have advantage.
I kind of help.
Oh
Is
god!
that enough?
It's not enough.
Oh no.
Eos, get your ass up!
I raised my eyebrow while looking at you all.
It's a
I got
really
you.
heavy door.
Up! And I offered you so many potions, and you ignored me, so don't act all sad. Just come and help.
Y'all know what I want.
What do you want, buddy?
I want a rest, and I want my
Uh-huh.
armor.
What armor?
Or my item. You know what I mean.
Armor?
What?
The Serum item, I
Ferdinand?
think.
Ferdinand, can you summon
That
your
whole
silly little
sequence
shop?
hasn't happened yet. We are
Wait,
in the middle of just hours ago we gave it off to the vendor. We are currently in a sequence of events. I don't feel like opening up the market is something that would naturally happen at this point in time.
Guys, what if we try this door over here? Maybe it's easier.
What if that one just opens?
I
If
test
you
the door.
okay, do we have any healing for? Can I get some HP?
I'm going to kill you myself.
Do it and use his corpse to batter down the door.
Iris, you can try opening that door. That's funny, you haven't tried
You
yet.
know what? I'm gonna become a giant and do the door.
Alright, so you have advantage.
I believe in you. You can do it.
I'm going to give Eos 4 potions of healing, and I'm going to walk away.
Hey, see, you
Ah.
got it, Ivis. I believed in you.
So 1 second. So Ferdinand, as you're kind of like scratching your chin, trying to figure out how to open this door, you just hear a large thudding noise from the west. As you turn around to see Ivis, big. He's, you don't know when he started being able to do this, but he's now large-sized, kind of putting a hand
Large.
between the little grooves and slowly pulling them apart.
How many potions did you give me, by the way?
4 basic potions of healing.
Okay.
You drink those right now.
Okay, I'm going to drink the 4 potions of healing.
Okay.
Whoa.
Chug.
Ivis, you're a big boy today.
What is that? 1d8?
Yeah.
It's
Can
I-
2d4 plus 2 for each normal healing.
4 plus 2.
Can I squeeze that bicep, Ivis? It looks lovely.
Oh yeah. I'll even pick you up.
Riss is enjoying being picked up. Oh, I feel like a dainty princess. This is the life.
Oh.
Here, I can sit you on my shoulder. You can have a better view around the place.
Oh, I love it.
Alright. You open the doors, their wood
Still
retreating
slow.
into the stone around them, creating a small tunnel of roots, flowers, and bark. The tunnel does not go for too long, for you spot a cave-in to the west. A solid barrier of stone and rock go up to the ceiling, a damaged statue barely visible beneath the rubble. 2 doors line what remains of the hall, one to the south and one to the north, the latter constructed out of fine mithril and elegant in design. However, someone or something has caused these massive doors to topple, revealing bare thresholds into new chambers.
I
Hey,
healed as much as I
Bernard.
possibly could.
come over here.
Hang on, buddy.
Ferdinand, Ivis calls for you from the west.
To Ivis, I come.
I'll
Alright,
give you a couple of cure wounds as well. I've got the spell slots.
below you, Ferdinand and Ivis, you see a 35 by 35 foot chamber that is the definition of opulence. Pearl tiles, embodied, or emboiled more so, with aquamarine and seashells, flow towards an altar carved out of the largest pearl you've ever seen. Twin fountains, one freshwater and one saltwater, give the room a faint sparkle as the light reflects off of them. A statue of Guesis, as you know her, stands pridefully to the south. Despite the damage to the door, the shrine was not defiled.
This looks like your type of room, Ferdinand.
Oh, Our Lady.
What are
I just
we?
keep like hitting Eos as we pass.
What are we
Yeah,
dealing with here? Like a religion check or something?
Well,
I did.
as you enter the room, the eyes of the statue glow a faint teal. A voice vibrates forth from it, giving off the sensation of like water in your ears. You have arrived and conquered the trials. Well done. In my name I bless these waters. From them you shall replenish your strength and forget your wounds.
Nice. We
Be
got a rest.
warned, however. The waters churn and warn of trouble ahead. Take care. The eyes of the statue, as Guaces fades from it, go back to being mere pearl, like white and empty. You can gain the benefits of a long rest by drinking from the water of either fountain. This is only
Can we
once
all
per.
do that?
Yay.
Yeah, only once per player.
After all those potions.
Well,
All of my potions!
I'll put a drink of the water anyways.
Alright, I presume Ida also drinks from the water. So I shall give you that long rest that you so deserve.
See, I don't really need it other than to get rid of this exhaustion.
I'd like the long rest.
Yeah, we'll get rid of the exhaustion, so.
Oh, this water is the best I've had in like a long time.
Well, I guess I would get a giant thing back. And my rages. Okay, I guess,
Alright, do you want me to go try to open this other door real quick?
Well, it's open, but give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be back in a minute.
Let's talk about the one on the other side.
They're both knocked down.
No, I'm the one on the other side of the big platform.
Oh, you mean all the way right. I got you.
The first one that we kicked in and couldn't do anything to.
The one you guys completely failed to open.
Well, we didn't fail to do anything. It was just not its turn yet.
yeah, that door is just really tough. I got this one. That's all that matters. And I want to look at that little duck that we have now, too.
It is a
It's
cute little duck, ain't it, Ivis?
But we had 19 of them. I was gonna line them up. I named them.
Oh no!
It was Frank, Clara, Toto, Kitty.
I mean, they all are a part of this one in a way. And it's easier to carry around.
I
We
nicknamed
barely
this
got
one
to
Precious.
Oh, that's really adorable.
Can I have the Precious?
You keep him, buddy. It's fine. You can have him. I'm just gonna have to get new ones for the spa. And really pull the place together.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we can get some like duck somewhere for the spa.
Do you think that God would take those too? Or do you think we're done?
I mean, if he does, that's kind of funny.
Just keeps taking ducks from us for like the rest of our lives.
Can you imagine a god? I'd assume they have more things to do than just bully you and take your ducks.
I mean, apparently not.
Nope. Alright. Alright, as you all drink from the water and regather your strength, your wounds stitch themselves, the hunger that maybe lingered players on your mind fades, and you're all at your peak, your pristine selves.
Oh.
Which means you have
Oh,
11
joy
temp
for a second.
Oh, I feel amazing. You know, I was really, really hungry, but somehow that water really filled me up.
Alright. Do you guys wish to go and try to have Eos open the door to the right, or do you wish to go north? Through these mithril gates that have fallen down?
We got. Shouldn't we explore everywhere? We gotta go to the right now. Go ahead, Eos. Show us how to open that door.
This is gonna be so
Go.
embarrassing if you don't do it first try.
I would
I'm not
like
even gonna
to
help you.
drop gold either in the fountain or the altar, whatever is more appropriate for a temple of glasses, and have a moment in prayer before I join my friends.
Or how much gold do you give him?
Then
How do you have gold left at this point?
don't worry about it.
Okay.
I believe in you, yes.
It's just a straight strength check, right?
Oh yeah, you have advantage though because you're using your hands. Because you
I'm
have
aware.
these big strong hands. Oh Jesus. Polaris,
What?
as you give off the coin in payment to your god of your chosen god, the one you follow, you feel a blessing flow through you. For the next hour, you are under the effects of bless.
Ooh!
Nice. Good one.
Thanks his god. Carries on to see what type of chaos his friends are causing.
All right. 1 second, let me get
Obvious.
my description up. All right, you open the doors, and like the other door, they make a tunnel of roots and flowers and bark. You see, it doesn't go on for too long, for to the east you can see an ancient statue standing guard against a solid stone wall. 2 doors lie in the halls to the north and west, north and south. This north one being made of the same mithril and elegant design. To the south, you can see a 35-foot by 35-foot chamber that is well constructed, more like a vault than anything else. The floor, the few pieces that can be seen beneath a sea of coins around you, hums with the faint abjuration magic. Something is keeping the defenses of this place sealed. 6 chests dot the walls, each open and empty, with a larger one to the south in a similar state.
Where's Ferdinand? Comic room.
Oh, he's brave, Communion.
What am I dealing with, random?
A room that has been looted, save for the gold coins on the floor.
I'm gonna
I'm willing to bet
investigate
that they're
gold
fake.
coins.
You said there's magic on it?
Indeed, there's some sort of
Actually,
magical effect that is.
Can I
Mhm.
add a market value on it? Not necessarily to like assess the wealth, but gain a more thorough understanding of like what the fuck's up with these coins.
The coins, yeah, sure. So you can tell that these coins, as you use this ability, they're worth a gold. These are gold coins worth for gold by average currency values.
Son of a bitch.
You get the feeling that perhaps they were left behind because all these coins be far too heavy to take back with them in a rush. And as you kind of look around the area, you can tell that there's around 50,000 gold coins in here.
We're not touching these, right? Like,
I don't know. I mean, Verdak could open the shop in here and we just shuffle it to the shopkeeper.
You can't sell money.
We can't stop money
Oh.
laundering.
Do I-
Every other crime's fine, but money laundering's where we draw the line.
Do I sense any arcane lingering effects on these coins?
No, they're not cursed. You can tell, however, that the abjuration magic you're feeling is a leftover rune by perhaps whoever stole from here to keep the defenses from activating.
Anything else that stands out in the room? Like this is just... Is this a chest?
Yes, all these chests are open and empty.
Right.
And there are
People that-
twin Leviathan serpent statues that look like they would be defending this place if they were able to have activate.
I bet they will activate if you do a wrong thing. I'm gonna wait outside that room.
yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and like say we don't steal from the temple we're trying to save or help. I don't know about you guys. But, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
We will I propose we remember this, the state of this room, and without taking anything, relay the state to Nairun. Maybe this ties back to whoever entered forcefully and took the rod previously. There might be more
Random.
clues later.
Yes.
I can see Nairun, correct?
Yeah, so let me describe what you're seeing. This massive hall, easily 200 feet wide, with an equally tall ceiling, stands in disrepair. Sections of the roof have caved in, toppling ancient pillars and statues alike. Most of the braziers and torches that would have lit these surroundings are broken, shattered, or buried beneath stone. As you enter this chamber, the first thing you notice is silence. Silence, broken by a faint song being hummed in the distance. Amidst a lavender glow, sitting beside the skeletal remains of a massive dragon, is Nyrune. She sits upon a small field of purple flowers that sparkle with a faint darkness, the skull of the dragon resting silently upon her lap. Her skilled fingers gently brush against it as she hums her song, her downward gaze hidden by her hair.
Riz is first, he wanted to call out to her, but he has the idea that she's in a vulnerable and gentle moment. So he does walk close and, gently calls to her, "Ah, Nyrune, we found you."
Nyrune stops her song as you approach, but her gaze does not lift up to meet yours. You arrived then. Sorry, about the mess. Didn't have time to clean up.
Well, these things happen. Are you alright, Nyrune?
Nyrune.
You want to introduce us to this person?
Nyrune, is this your... Forgive my forwardness. Is this your father?
She'll nod. Slowly. Yeah, what remains of him, at least. His soul has long since gone back into the song, although any memory of me won't follow him. I don't know if you know much about dragons, but if we die before we turn to stone, the memories of our life do not carry forth into the next.
Well,
My condolences.
Thank you. I think he would have liked meeting you. All of you. He was always going on about how wonderful mortals are and how good they are. Even, I presume, until his last breath. She'll slowly pet the head, skull.
Riz will sit down next to Nyrune. Well, with the lack of his memories, yours are a bigger blessing. Do you maybe want to tell us one of his stories?
There are many. When I was young, a mere whelp, only 10 or so years out of my egg, he brought me to the coast of Drenix, where he took me to a tavern for my first mortal meal. And he blended in nicely. We, had a good time, and I think he just merely wanted to show me that you guys are good. That there's a lot of things you mortals make that have meaning in this world. Dragons, we often get lost in our own memories and experiences, and we don't take the time to view the world through your eyes. That's something my father wanted me to inherit. Which is why I even went to Red Wave to begin with on this journey, not only for the rod, but to honor his memory.
That's a really beautiful experience, Nyrune. I'm happy you have these beautiful memories with him. I understand that you grieve, but I hope you can find solace in happy memories.
And she'll nod. I still am on the brink. I want to believe you guys are good, and you guys have shown me you are, but the ones who killed my father, I don't know if I could ever forgive them.
I don't don't think you have to.
Do you know?
As long as you can move on.
Do you know what these flowers mean? She'll motion to these glowing flowers that are kind of blossoming around this dragon's corpse.
I don't. Would you like to share it with us?
Yes. When a dragon is killed before their time, and in the rare instance that their body is left unattended and not looted, because I know a lot of mortals do like our scales for defenses and our hearts for magic, the magic calls forth these worm blooms, or grave flowers. They are valuable, but no dragon would harvest them, for it came from a dragon's life. And if you give this field a few centuries, it'll spread as far as it can into a beautiful grove. They're my father's final gift to the world.
Hmm. That's a beautiful gift.
Yeah. She'll kind of give her father's skull one last pat, and then gently lift it off of her lap and put it back down on this grass field that has started to grow without even any sunlight, and stand up.
Riz will stand up with her and hold out his hand to see if she wants to hold it for a little moment of comfort. Be gentle with her. If she doesn't, then he just lets it drop.
She'll see the hand and give a faint smile and take it, giving perhaps a stronger squeeze than Polaris was expecting.
He gives her a little pat. All right, we made it here. Shall we talk about what happens next?
Ferdinand will reach out to lay the palm of his hand on the skull, but before he does so, looks up at Nairun. Nairun, do you mind? Do you trust me not to?
He'll give you a smile and say, please, introduce yourself. I know he probably can't hear you where he is currently, but I'd appreciate it.
Do you want something for this attempt to almost, like, I'd consider it like questing towards some sense of consciousness or lingering magic that might be remaining.
Are you trying to connect with the soul?
Yes.
Alright. You describe how you want to go about it, and I'll say what you would roll for it.
I'd say through almost gaining as much of an understanding of what has happened here, doing like a big investigation roll, looking at the arena that this has become in the final moments before his death, like the toppled pillars, the battle that no doubt raged here, the enemies that we are not yet aware what they are capable of, and then this dragon in his final moments that through Leviathan blood wrought a weapon in his quest we've on, although having no thorough understanding, at least some, as far as mortals can have it, sense of kinship, quest towards what knowledge might be remaining of what happened here and what we might find ourselves dealing with.
Alright. So you wish to perhaps witness his final moments.
Yes.
Alright. We'll make that either intelligence or wisdom. Specifically Arcana. So you can make an Arcana roll of wisdom if you want. So you would just have to. I think
Can I
you
help him as
toggle
a
it.
spiritualist?
Yeah. Do you wish to help him try to weave his way through this kind of timeline of death and life?
Yeah, if I could assist him, that'd be great.
All right. Describe how you assist him then, as he's trying to channel these memories from the world around him.
I would just stand myself behind him and reach out because she's seen ghosts everywhere, so she's just looking for any lingering sense of that soul.
All right. Roll me Wisdom Arcana check with advantage, Ferdinand.
A Wisdom Arcana check.
Yeah. I think you may be able to toggle. If not, we'll just add the missing amount, which would be a +3.
Oh wait, I can toggle that.
Yeah. All right. Astrid, you can feel Ferdinand channeling his ether, sensing the land around him, trying to get this almost like a legend lore of this room to understand what happened here. And as you do so, you can feel at the very edge of your thought and consciousness the worm, the hum, the song of the dragons. As you know from Nyrune, the song is where all dragon souls go until they're ready to be reborn, and they share their knowledge through an internal slumber through a song. You guide Ferdinand towards it. Ferdinand, you can hear the song from the afterlife that's so close to the ley lines and to the life stream, and you pull forth with great care a fragment, temporarily, that will soon return, that kind of sings the song of what happened to you and Astrid because you both are connected. You see this mighty bronze dragon, definitely beyond an adult, probably an ancient, like, and he's like a couple hundreds years old, maybe nearing 1,000. You see him roaring around this chamber, his tail swiping at this shadowy figure who kind of vanishes as the tail goes through him. You see him breathing forth a beam of lightning that kind of hits a man with these two shields on his arms that he puts together to block him. He's roaring, fighting, all the while trying to keep him from the rod. Kind of a defensive battle that he's unable to move away from. The moment he takes a step away from the gate, someone's rushing towards the gates to try to get to the pedestal of the rod. He leaps back, opening himself to giving a weakness that is then taken advantage by someone with a long lance that kind of pierces through his side into his ribcage. He stumbles, roaring, as slowly but surely this defensive battle falls into where he lays. A pedestal falls on top of him, knocked over by some brute, as these shadowy figures make their way towards the pedestal. The last one bringing down a great axe and cleaving the skull from the dragon's body.
Go on.
I was going to say, as you're kind of looking, you can see within the skull of the dragon a glowing green eye. The fragment of this dragon's soul that you brought with you with Astrid's help. You can ask it one question, as through the Speak with Dead spell.
Before I ask a question, did we make sense of the figures we saw? What their alignment might be?
You saw a sigil of a scythe inlaid in a gear. You don't know what it means, but you now have a clue as to the exact Dragon Slayer group that killed Nyrune's father.
Can we ask about what Nyrune? Can we ask Nyrune if like what would be the most important question to ask here? You know.
I mean, that's up to Ferdinand and Astrid. They're the ones who are doing this whole ritual as you guys are kind of like lounging here. Yeah.
Let's think about this for a second.
We
get to ask this guy a question. He presumably knows nothing or little about stuff that would have happened outside of this zone, so the Maven and such is pretty pointless. I think asking about this Dragon Slayer group, which we've now sort of like semi-identified, I'm not sure if that has a lot of point to it. Because I feel like...
Asking her is probably a good idea.
Yeah, because then what we're left with, I think, are more...
big picture
lore or like quest-related questions.
Or anything you want to ask a dragon, but yeah.
I mean, I've just got a good one.
Yeah, I think that's more.
Do you want to be nice to
What
your
the-
dragon companion, or do you want to find something else out? Yeah, that's the question.
Yo, where's the fucking hidden loot in this place, you little bitch boy?
Can we have
I
all
mean,
of the
it's one question, but you can kind of make that question a little bigger. Like, what would you like to tell Nyrun and us? That would be one.
gold?
Cheeky.
Or Nyrun and her mortal friends. That would be a good one.
What was this dragon's name? Did she ever tell us?
She never told you.
She never told us.
Nope. She's
Nyrun.
always given the perspective like my father.
Nyrun, what was your father's name?
I don't know if you would be able to pronounce it. The best translation in common would be Duras.
Dras, like D-R-A-A. Or like
1 second. If you wanted his title, it would be the Protector.
Before I ask a question, something a bit more wild that's probably not gonna happen. I now hold on to a sort of soul fragment, right? And for the briefest moment, we were in contact with their song.
Yes.
Is there any way to introduce this fragment of his consciousness back to the song? Like, forgoing the question, instead returning this to the bigger
I
thing.
assume it'll return after we ask the question, right?
I
Well,
think part of the thing is that's entirely disconnected because it died before a proper passing on, right?
Correct. So this memory is mainly because you brought it back to the body, which still has
Yeah.
the memories from its last life. So you could return it back to the song, and the next life would have memories of this and perhaps some faded memories of his life prior. Very faint, but enough
If
to
we
perhaps
ask the
influence.
question, did we lose that chance?
Not necessarily. It may be easier to do so if you don't ask the question, but it's not impossible, even if you do ask it.
Okay.
You guys rolled really well to begin with. You got a 28.
Ferdinand rolled really well.
Yeah.
That was Ferdinand.
Yes. You all as a group, or specifically Astrid helping
help.
Ferdinand.
What do you guys think we should do?
I like the asking, like, what would he like to tell Nyrun and us? Like, basically, like, what would Nyrun and her mortal friends, like, what would he like to let them know? And then we try to return it to the dragon song.
Well, I feel like we can ask Nyrun if she would want us to attempt that.
Sure.
If that's an option. I'm not sure if you're like deep in
You
like a
have the
spiritual
opportunity.
moment.
She's right here.
Well, she's right there. She may not know
Yeah.
exactly what you're doing, but she can tell you're doing something. But it's up to you what you want to
Weird.
do. Yeah.
Oh, sure. I'll, Nairun, I ask because I find myself, even though it's just a faint, lingering memory, in contact with something that remains of your father. Is there anything you'd like us to ask?
He's here.
Even if it's just the faintest bit remaining. I believe he is.
We can ask one question, basically.
No, I'll leave it up to you. There's so much I want to tell him, but that's telling, not really asking, and I don't know what to ask. I want to ask if he's okay. If he's proud of me. If he's happy. But she'll kind of like lapse into silence.
Mentally, then. Because I assume the whole, like, connection to the Raz, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is like a mental, spiritual, like, soul-like thing.
Yes, you're connected through the song right now.
The Raz. Protector. You might be unfamiliar with us, but we have come from far on this quest to return the rod you have sacrificed yourself to defend. We stand here now with your daughter, and if I am not mistaken, one of the last remaining protectors of this temple and your lives. If not for us, then maybe you could offer her comfort. What would you like with these fleeting moments to tell your daughter?
Beyond the song, temptations of the material. I want my daughter to be free. And for this quest to end. Thank you for coming here. My faith and your kind is justified.
Then, before I break off the connection, I want to have a go at what I said earlier about maybe, even if it's a fragment, returning some of this to the song, embedding it into this, like, everlasting song.
Alright. You're dealing for religion check then. Are you down? Are you ready?
There's no way I can, like, cast a few cheesy spells on myself, right?
I'll cast Blast on you.
Maybe not that, but you'll get circumstantial bonuses based on if you want to potentially use some spells.
I also have inspiration that I would like to use for this.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you use
I
inspiration
always
on
forget
this.
if we have to say that pre-roll.
Yeah, usually, yeah. I'm kind of lenient, but usually it's ahead of time.
Would you like to use my inspiration for that?
I've got my own. I've got my own.
Okay.
All right, 1 second. Where did I put the? Right, there we are. All right, you're level 9, so D20 plus 9. You're religion proficient, right?
Yes.
So out of 4, so it's a plus 13.
And
Whose god are you going to be using to as a conduit for this afterlife sort of deal?
my own.
So you're going to use Guasis, all right? So you're not going to be okay.
And is there a way I could sort of force this through using a spell like, say, Commune, which puts me in contact with my deity or divine proxy to ask questions? Not necessarily to ask the questions, but to sort of, like, force a bond.
I'll give a bonus to the roll. So it's currently a 1d20 plus 14. If you're going to be casting Commune, that's like a 5th level spell, right?
Yes.
I'll give that up to a plus 17.
Cool.
And
so
you have advantage.
Plus 17 with advantage.
Mm-hmm. So okay. I'll use your inspiration dice. There it goes.
How do I now roll that?
Just roll it twice. So 1/R space 1d20 plus 17. And what was that, Kelly?
Can I give him bardic inspiration? Would that help for any of the rolls?
Technically not on these rolls, but because of how you got it, I'll allow it. Because it's through
You.
song. You got it through the song.
Song about death.
And then what would that add for me?
A D10 if you need it.
If I need it. So
Yeah.
I just do my two 1d20s plus 17,
Yes,
and then I can always roll a 1d10 after.
correct.
Okay.
So that's another Bardic Inspiration use, Kelly. I think you're at like 5.
Yeah.
Alright, do you wish to use it on 37?
Ah.
Out of 38.
Okay. Alright. You can feel the connection to this song that is way larger than anything you felt. A torrent of raw soul energy that courses alongside the ethereal sea. You could let this fragment return empty. You know, just return back to where it came without the restored memories of its body. But that is not your want. You commune with the heavens. And you know the way to do what you ask. Like a weaver, working a great thread, you start to stitch back Duras's soul into the Wormhume. Astrid, you can see, as a spiritualist, a great flash of green spectral soul coursing within the dragon's bones, which then Ferdinand weaves using his fingers, almost like he's playing cat's cradle, before guiding them back in the song. Ferdinand, you don't sing often. I don't even know if Ferdinand sings at all. But through this process, you feel a song welling up within your throat. Do you allow it to come forth?
Sure.
For the briefest moment, as a mere mortal, farthest away from draconic time and bloodlines, you sing the Wormhume, the song of the dragons. And through your own words, and that of the gods that watch and use you as a conduit, you are able to connect the material thoughts back into the song. With 38, these memories will be relatively hazy, but he will remember the important things. What he did as his duty, his love for mortals, despite their betrayal, and his love for his daughter. You have restored these factors of himself into his future soul.
And thus the song.
Yes. The song ends as you hear the clang of a lantern behind you. You do not need to look, for Mtia himself has come here to witness this event. And, in a raspy, spectre-like voice, you hear one word from him. Excellent. Ferdinand, your use of commune is restored. You do not lose your spell slot.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I take it this comes with some measure, well, not necessarily maybe in stats.
Oh yeah, I'm adding it to your sheet, don't you worry.
Probably gets to learn Draconic.
No, I meant like give a sort of. I was going for not for like a boost, but like mental exhaustion or something. Being.
Oh no,
connected.
the opposite. You feel really good.
Oh
No,
really?
you just
Oh,
got like a
You literally just connected to the Song of Dragons for a brief moment of time. I'm just gonna go and.
I've imagined more of a like now my brain is fried kind of situation.
What's your favorite color?
Gold.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Ferdinand becomes King Midas.
There you go. New feature, and you now know Draconic, as the
Yeah, I
memories
figured.
scorched upon your mind. You now can use the gold breath weapon of a dragonborn.
Pog.
Ooh, that's awesome.
That's a good one. The
Nice.
gold one's a good one.
And unlike other uses, there's no limit. Although it doesn't really scale super high, you can use it as a action without having
Gold's just fire, man.
Mhm.
It's fire.
It's 3d6 fire damage. Not the best, but it's still a free thing you can do in an AoE.
Jeez.
Alright, that's pretty cool.
Pretty good.
Jeez. Ferdinand's getting fucking weird.
I mean, you're the only one who did all this, thing. You're rewarded for that type of role you just got.
Yeah.
Jesus. This guy's getting freaky.
He's got some Leviathan in him. He's got some dragon.
Yeah.
He's a cat. He's a cleric. I don't know.
I don't know either, dude. The fuck?
Nyrune, not really having seen everything that you did, but still getting a sense of what you did, turns to you, Ferdinand, and gives you a big hug.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Felt
You-
like the least we could do.
Do you hug her back?
Ugh, sure.
Alright, you can tell that she's trembling. With sadness, but also like this, a sad joy that her father will, remember her. She doesn't let go for like a minute or two.
Oh god.
Oh.
But eventually she does, and she'll be in happier spirits now. You can tell that she's happy to know that her father is doing well, that she's able to move on a little bit more. And do you tell her what her father said?
Oh yeah, I forgot to do the entire thing. Yeah.
You inform her.
I sort of
yeah.
felt that would have also somewhat been inherent to the knowledge or like the words we passed on. But I
Mhm.
guess like actually expressing.
Yeah.
Would also be.
All right. She'll nod and then she'll look to a pedestal to the north. All right. I'll prepare the pedestal. If you need to do anything, I would take the time to do so now. I don't think you need to rest, but if you need to do any organization of your items, take your time. Should be like 30 minutes or so until I'm done setting up. Alright. Out of character, you can now spend your time preparing for the end of the campaign. Do you wish to buy anything? Do you wish to sell anything? It's up to you. Ferdinand, you feel that you can have the urge to, you can just breathe fire whenever you want now.
Yeah, he's got a breath weapon now. Fire boy.
I'll be so kind as to summon Spec.
Well. Son of a, she did it. Alright, give me
Yeah,
let me go get the things I need. What, please hold. Please, hold, I gotta go get the
Where's
thing.
the hold music?
I got it. Okay, give me a second.
I like how we knew going into this game that this is how Ferdinand was just going to end up. He
Don't
was
put it
just
on
going to
top
become
of
the
it.
daddy of the
Of
party.
course I put it on top of the dragon. I don't give a
Wow. Oh god. Ooh.
They're gonna take away everything you just got.
No, I won't put it on top of the dragon.
Damn it.
There's an open place like right behind Riz right here.
It was a joke, haha.
Roll initiative as it not.
We do still have to deal with that giant undead dragon, and by the way,
Sorry, what?
you guys
What
not
happened?
remember that thing?
What?
It's in Cistern.
The giant undead dragon in Sitson?
But that's all the way in Sitson.
Ah, that's
no,
the problem for
problem.
another campaign.
It's a big problem.
Alright. Your store is here, Ferdinand. Spec is, running through some documents, kind of like organizing things as you approach. Ah, Ferdinand, I wasn't expecting you so soon, but good
Why is
timing.
everything engrazed because we have no natural light in this corner?
Yes.
Ah.
Do you want some light?
No, this is good. Fine.
Alright.
She can sell you light for a few silver.
Yeah, she's probably fucking good.
So good news. The deal has gone through. She'll pull out 2 chests and put them on the table.
Ugh. Excellent.
Now the question is, these are kind of unique items, so you gotta, you know, they call them boxes of loot. So make sure you give it to the person you want to get the item for when they open them. Alright?
Oh, Spec, you're amazing. How many do we have?
2.
Just the 2? You sure you could not have squeezed out like maybe 1 or 2 more?
These are very rare items. I know there's only 2, but these are fine-tuned to whoever opens them.
Am I not your most valued customer?
You
No,
are.
don't answer. Don't answer. She said we had 2, right?
Yeah, you have 2 certain items to give out. But only
I
2 of those who
think-
don't have theirs yet.
I think despite my personal feelings on the measure, I think we can say that Eos gets one.
I won't be retarded, I promise.
It's a bit late for that one, my friend.
Alright. Eos, you're handed a box, a loot box, you could say.
Box.
Do you-
What's in the box?
Do you open the loot box?
I opened the loot.
Alright. Different colors start appearing. White, green, blue, purple. Purple? Purple? It's only purple grade. No legendary, but you got the Daywalker's Trial. This clockwork object was created with vampire blood as its core, reinforced with rune magic and arcane contraptions. You can tell that this was carefully designed to allow Damphirs the ability to live an easier life as a mortal, or to further embrace their vampiric heritage. This can be worn as an amulet requiring attunement, or grafted as a heart, which requires Con 3. As part of attuning to this item, you may gain up to 3 stacks of your Sanguine Thirst feature. While attuned, the exhaustion penalty from Sanguine Thirst cannot go past -1. If you have 1 stack of it, your speed is increased by 10 feet. If you have 2 stacks, whenever you hit a creature with advantage, you add your con modifier to the damage dealt. If you have 3 stacks, you gain an additional bonus action. However, if you're not suffering from stacks, you can instead cast the Vampiric Touch spell at 3rd level at will. And while worn by a monk, this can be considered using Ki for the activation of the future Ki-fueled attack. So you can, make an attack with your bonus action if you use it as an action.
Yeah.
But if you have a stack of Sanguine Thirst or more, you've regained 2d10 hit points whenever you regain a key point in battle.
Okay.
So do you want Sanguine stacks, or do you want to embrace the vampiric heritage?
Oh, do I have to pick one side or the other right now?
Yeah, as you attune to it, which I imagine you'll be doing now.
Can you unattune and then reattune later to switch it?
No.
Aww.
It's mainly on the first attunement you get to choose if you get 3 stacks.
Can
or
you
not.
post it? Can you?
I
Post
put in your
it
I
now?
put in your list in your.
Oh,
It's under your
Okay.
equipment.
let me look at it. Let me see what the better option is here. Continue while I decide.
Mhm. And who do you give the other box to?
Who was the other box? I am decked out as fuck. So I don't need it. I don't know how other people are doing.
Ida slowly comes into the room in a T-pose and stands before you.
I don't hear the little stealthy bitch, so
T-pose is harder.
is Jamie even around?
He's around. Jamie, do you want your certain item? Type 1 in chat.
Oh, I don't think.
Hello?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, hello, yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. I mean, if because the only other people who haven't got it is what Riss and Ferdin. I guess Ferdin's pretty stepped out.
I'm good.
Man, just
Yeah,
have a breath
I
weapon.
mean, I've got an achievement slot open if I'm okay to grab it.
Yeah. And Polaris has both of his taken up, so it's still a
Did
choice.
Polaris
Check
drop
out.
his armor?
Yeah.
No, I
Polaris
got it
does
back.
Yeah, got it
Oh,
back.
you got it back. Okay.
Against my expectations, to be honest.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have if you hadn't
Yeah,
combined all 3 rounds.
I'd love it if we can get it, but
Yeah. Okay. Also, Polaris, you wouldn't have got that back if you had only chosen Passion, but because you chose Love, which combined all 3 routes, you got it back as a reward, because it was a harder route.
Oh. Wait, so I kind of thought that I'd made a mistake because you made it so hard for me. I was like, oh, I really messed it up, I guess, but...
Yeah, it was made harder because there's less, you don't get permanent losses of your items like that. Alright.
I think Ferdinand, holding on to the loot box, slowly holds it out to Edda. As he does so, squints deeply into the little elf fuck's eyes. Is this motherfucker gonna betray us again anytime soon?
What do you think, Ida? You got a 24.
I have nothing to gain by betraying now. Something that I think Ferdinand will respect more than any kind of other ideals.
This is true, I give him the box.
Alright. Do you open the box?
I open the box.
Alright. Similar. Colors start appearing. Gold! You got a weapon called Tribunal. This +3 Moonblade acts as a finesse weapon. Additionally, it adds one's intelligence modifier to the damage roll, in addition to their dexterity or strength. You must be an elf to get to attune to this weapon. And if you attune to it, you remain attuned to it until you die, or the weapon is destroyed. As a specialized boon, for you, after attacking with this blade, you may conjure your Psychic Blade as a bonus action still, adding the blade's 2 hit and damage bonuses to it, so +3 to damage and 2 hit, but it must be done as a melee attack roll. So this is a +3 Moonblade, which I randomized. I rolled for it, and I got a +3 modifier on it for you. So, I mean, it came out really well.
Oh, awesome.
I'll link you the details.
Sweet.
Because when you're making a Moonblade, you roll to see how many, like, generations it's been through. And I got 4, and 3 of them rolled the +1, like, upgrade, so it became a +3 weapon.
That's a hard one to choose between.
So...
This gives me, like, higher risk reward thing as well.
Yes.
Which means I actually have to melee.
Correct, you have to be in melee, but it is higher accuracy, you have a +12 to hit with it. And it also increases the accuracy and damage of your bonus action attack.
I mean, I also have a crazy amount of ability anyway, so...
Correct. So the question is...
I still have, like, a lot of options with that.
Yeah, so the question is, do you tune to it? Because once you do, you cannot unattune.
Yeah, I mean, I already can't unattune.
Alright. You take this Moonblade, which is gorgeous, made out of silver mithril weave, like handle. There's the blade itself, which is almost emitting moonlight. And you go to find, I imagine, a quiet corner to commune with it. Because as you tune to it, you find yourself in a trance, surrounded by 4 spiritual figures of white auras and features you can't really make out as they are looking at you. And so another has come to joy. Are they worthy, brothers? I do not know. They are dedicated, no doubt, to the preservation and protection of our kind. But I sense that they have an inner darkness to them, although fading. Indeed. Child of the moon. Speak for yourself. Are you worthy to uphold the lineage that we represent, and to do so in the protection of our people from now until you draw your last breath? And then you will join us here to keep the call going, so that all of Elvenkind may live and flourish in an unjust world.
was always dedicated to the survival of my people. I will take up this blade, and I will do so again.
Well said. As expected of a child of the moon. We accept you, and shall guide you in your trials to come. Welcome, sister, to the fold. Alright, you are now attuned to it.
As I kind of like stand up with it, I do like a proper flourish and start to try to figure out a little bit what it does.
Yeah, it leaves like a moon trail behind it as you swing the blade. I'll be upgrading your bonus action real quick, so it has a +3 to hit and a +3 to damage. Alright. Eos, do you tune to your yours, and if so, do you go the Daywalker route or the Vampire route?
I don't know which one's better here.
It's up to you. One gives you the ability to cast Vampiric Touch, which heals you for 3d6 as an action, and still gives you the ability to punch afterwards. The other route gives you an additional bonus action, 10 movement speed, and con modifier to damage rolls if you have advantage to hit, but you get a -1 to all your attack rolls and ability rolls. So it's up to you if you value a bonus action, an additional bonus action.
I think I've already kind of gotten used to being a Dampier again. I think I'm gonna go with the second one.
All right.
I tried to go away from it, but it didn't work.
You infuse the vampiric blood of your own. As you wear this amulet around your neck, it kind of digs itself into your chest, your sternum. And I shall add that spell to your sheet real quick. Is there anything else you wish to do, any of you, with the market while you're here?
Can we buy potions?
If there are any left in the shop from before, yes.
I don't need them. I'm just saying we used up 4, or last year used up 4.
Nyrun!
What is it?
Do you mind if we pick up some of that 50k gold in the back over there?
I mean, if you really need it, go for it. That's not.
I mean, it sounds like you kind of had other plans for it, or if you consider that kind of like unethical to take your gold after your father's been killed and the place has been raided.
It's kind of fucks up, but I trust you. So if you say you need it, I believe you need it.
No, it's fine. We'll do it with our own gold.
Okay.
Respect.
I absolutely adore that she trusts you, and then you feel uncomfortable abusing that trust.
Character arc.
It's kind of just like, okay, she trusts me, I can do anything I want. Shit, she trusts me, and
shit.
It would be way more comfortable if she would just distrust you and sell you to piss off.
I can deal with that kind of shit. She doesn't want to make a deal. No transaction. I just take it. Fuck.
Oh, fuck that.
Man, I can't deal with these people. What do we have? We can check the store somewhere. Reputation job?
Yeah, the reputation shop.
Let's have a look. We've got no basic health tonics left. No, 2 easy potions of healing left. We've got 1 potion of supreme healing and 1 supreme health tonic. Those things are fucking expensive. I kind of want. We spent a scroll on something on Revivify, I think.
Yeah. Raise Dead too.
Raise Dead, rather. I want to buy a scroll for that.
Okay. You're gonna need the Nyrun's gold, so.
Wait, is that too expensive?
Raise Dead is a 5th level spell slot. And remember, diamonds are also very expensive. So if you want to, you can. You'll just need to get a little bit of money from Nyrun from the vault.
No, never mind. That's too expensive.
Are you sure? I think you need. No, you sure?
No.
Okay. I mean, anything to help you
I'm
out.
not there to cast it, and it is worthless anyway.
You're not wrong.
Okay. Let's think this through. What the fuck do people need? I feel like we're doing all right on the items and stuff. I've
Yeah, and we got some really beefy health potion recently.
I've got a solid 15k gold to spend of my personal funds.
And then you have 20k or so in the boat.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to fight whatever comes at us, but I think is this the last? Are we done?
You're nearing the end of your story.
Yeah,
I do not.
we got a boss fight left, most likely.
Who is not currently holding on to a good potion of healing?
I got a bunch of upgrades, so we're doing okay now.
Who is not currently holding on to a good potion of healing? I'm talking greater, superior, something like that.
Ida has a superior.
What was that, Astrid?
I've got one superior.
Okay.
We have a lot of healing now as well, so
I've also got one superior.
Yeah, we just chose not to heal Eos before what we could have.
don't worry about it.
Okay, looks like we're all.
I deserve that. Don't worry about it.
I tried. Maybe a little bit. But we might as well buy her out if we can.
Take your time, really. I'm just relaxing back here.
We've got greater strength up potion to boost strength to 21 for 8 hours. We've got health tonic. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just give me. I'll buy out the. Oh, that's a lot of gold. Oh, I have some. I still have a life after this quest.
You're getting 50,000 each afterwards.
We're getting 50,000 each.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem as much now as it
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
started this quest.
I mean,
I
can
feel like
donate.
inflation sort of hit us sometime through this quest, and I feel like it needs to be adjusted.
A lot of your money went to getting a boat pimped out.
This is true. This is true.
I can donate 3,000 gold to the cause.
Fuck it. I'll just get the Supreme Health Tonic.
Right. And who are you just gonna hold on to it?
Who wants it?
I think you should hold on to it because you're the healer.
Good point. I'll hold on to it.
So, Supreme Health Tonic. Superior, you mean?
I was looking at the Supreme in the tier 3.
How much does it say it heals?
64 plus 10.
Okay, yeah, I guess Alright, let me add that I didn't make it, but I have it here, so give me a sec.
I've deducted the 15k from my personal funds.
So let me 60, 10.
Don't ask me why I still had 15k in personal funds.
1 second, updating that macro. Alright, it's on your sheet. Supreme Health Tonic.
Is there anything that people need to have, like, greater restored or shit? Do people need things?
I don't think so. Like, I'm.
Yo, Gucci?
Yeah.
You
I
got
think
any
I'm good.
advice for us, Spec? You know what I'm looking into? Have you ever been in this place before, maybe?
First time here, and I think you're good. I mean, if you have anything for like, what do you think you're gonna get in a fight? You might want some potions to buff up, then, you know?
Yeah, well, I think we're doing pretty good. You don't have to have like a maybe like a special bubble tea that gives us like all blessed or something.
Carry the no. That's
Potion
gold
of
tier.
haste.
Sorry, that's gold tier.
Can we just have a regular bubble tea for the team then?
Yeah, of course. Gives you a round. Is the potion of haste one of the things you can buy from the rep store? I forget.
I don't know. I'm saying what I want, not what I know is like available.
I think that's it. Yeah, there's no potion of haste. You can get a scroll of haste. Yeah.
How much is it?
Tier 3. 1,500 gold. There's 3 tier 3 scrolls in stock. It takes an action to use. Obviously, you rip it apart, and then you have to be able to cast it initially. And I think warlocks can. So.
I'll buy it.
Alright.
1,500, you said.
Yes, and I'll add it to your sheet.
Alright, I'll remove the appropriate amount of money.
Alright. Is there anything else you wish to buy? Or are you guys done doing your little prep work?
I'm all good.
Right, well, it's been a pleasure as always, Ferdinand, and if you need me, you know who to call. But if you are getting into a fight, don't call me during the fight.
But not during the fight?
No, not during. I'll just run away. Ciao.
Peace out.
I mean, maybe there won't be a fight. Maybe it'll all be sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be.
Everyone's
What
like,
happens now, Nyrun? We've come this far. We have the rod. We've passed your... Well, not your personal test, but the test to enter this place. What is next?
And this place looks uncomfortably much like a boss fight arena.
Alright. As you're asking this, Ferdinand, as you walk up, you see this 100-foot by 100-foot chamber goes up in a huge cylinder, roughly 200 feet tall. 4 massive waterfalls spew forth seawater at an impressive rate all around you. A large gate that once guarded this entry to this chamber lies atop of a pedestal of sorts, which Nyrun has kind of moved the gate off of it. The pedestal crackles with remnant ether, and given the rod's shape pull upon it, it seems that this is where the Rod of the Depths was initially stored. Nyrun will kind of turn to you as you approach and talk to her, Ferdinand. As you can see, the mechanism for the seal has been damaged. We'll have to restore it manually, from within the sealed circle directly, while I feed it my ether, she says, pointing towards the raised circular platform below you. And you can see that there are 2 staircases that wind down this chamber. There's steps covered in brine and water to your west and east. So, I think it should be fine. From what I can tell from the pedestal, the seal is holding, despite the rod being gone for months. So, you guys should be fine, and if anything happens, I'll protect you.
What could possibly go wrong? Very well. We'll just... I take it we just make our way over to the platform then?
She'll nod. Keep the rod at hand. If anything should happen, it should protect you, but...
Wait, does this mean I do not get to keep the rod at the end of this?
I would assume not.
Shit. What the fuck? Is this like water spewing forth from this?
You can go underneath it. It's like over it.
Oh, okay, cool. The fuck are we standing on? What is this?
Alright. You feel your hair rise slightly as you approach the seal circle. Something within your gut warns you that whatever the seal is containing is dangerous, far more so than anything you have faced before. Even through the hundreds of layers of abjuration magic that you can feel, and that Ida can see with Detect Magic, you can sense something watching you, something with an endless hunger, something that wants nothing more than for you to cease. Nyrun looks down at you from the platform above, a look of worry upon her face. Okay, approach the center of the rod, but resist the urge to look within the hole. Everyone else, please get close to one of the ceiling pillars. They're the golden pillars you can see. They'll use your presence to empower themselves for the process. She shouts, her hair floating slightly behind her as she rests her hand upon the pedestal.
Is this am I in the correct spot, or I need to be on the
Like,
pillar?
on the platform, like that.
Oh, on the platform. Okay.
Come back out, there you go. Ida will just kind of vibe. Alright. Ferdinand, as you approach the hole, you can hear silent whispers at the very edge of your hearing.
Don't look.
Words lost at just the boundary of reality. Forbidden knowledge that you could ever so softly brush against. All it would require is for you to listen, to focus, to observe. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw to resist this urge that's slowly coming upon you?
What did I not bless myself before we came on in?
Can I bless him now?
If you had done before, I revealed it was a saving throw happening. Yes.
Oh, you're a fucking.
There you go,
beast.
Giga
Okay.
Chad.
Yeah, you don't care.
You resist
nice.
the temptation, the primal urge to listen. You flourish the rod of the depths before you, the power within it pulsating out in a massive roaring wave of power. Your allies and yourself alike have to dig your heels in to stop yourselves from being knocked over by this rising tide of power. You lift it high above you, fueling the seal recognize it and welcome it back into the fold. The rod soars, 4 chains wrapping themselves around it from the 4 pillars of the chamber. The chains formed out of the ether of your allies. Astrid, Eos, Ivus, and Polaris, you can feel your energy kind of being drained to help form these. And then silence. The rod floats in the center, the chains wrapping around it, and you take a moment to breathe.
Oh, that didn't go terribly.
Wow, was that it?
I hope so.
The seal rumbles and shakes.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Throw something at Eos.
Nyroon falls to one knee above you, grimacing in pain. Something is wrong. Be careful, I think the seal was left unattended for too long. Just hold on. Hold on! Nyroon's voice fades as reality shifts. The seal
Riz sort of
covering
like gets
itself.
down on all fours
Mhm.
to like brace himself.
The seal covers itself
shakes
into a
his
dome
arms.
of ether around you. The tiles you stand upon rip and tear, lifting you up into an endless sky. The pillars grow to insane heights around you, their casings falling off to reveal ancient statues. A pupilless eye looks at you from the depths of the hole.
Oh fuck.
Fuck me.
Oh no. Oh lordy.
Do we get the buff?
Well, one moment.
I'll be honest, I don't like the end at the bottom right.
Yeah, it's freaky.
Don't worry about it.
Not a fan of that one.
Don't worry about it. What's going on, man?
Not a fan of that one.
Don't worry
Really,
about
that's
it.
just a weird visual bug.
It's just a glitch. You know?
I think I still have Bless from Guasis.
Yeah, you do.
Right? Ah,
It's one less
thank
person we
you,
have.
Fish Mommy.
Several voices sing out against this chaos that fills you with dread from the center of the hole. Humanoid figures appear in the sky around you, singing the song you all heard from the tombs above. It inspires, it strengthens, and it promises victory. And, for a mere moment, you find yourselves believing them. Power swirls within your heart, stilling fear and blossoming calmness. The chains start to strengthen. Power fuses through the area. And then hope dies with a scream.
We had to punch a Leviathan in the throat. I feel like we do.
True terror rips through this protective barrier. several of the voices are silenced. A chain snaps. The eye squints in cruel joy. It approaches Dread Incarnate, the Lost One. You find yourselves on the ground, straining against an invisible force. Cold sweat drips down your neck as you strain yourself to look upon the beast. What once remained of this Leviathan hero is no more, replaced instead by a serpentine monstrosity, an aberration. Dozens of pupilless eyes dart around its face and up its horns, each looking at you all with a sickening hunger. Chains wrap around its massive maw, purple mist wafting through the cracks. Its claws likewise are ensnared, with only one relatively free enough to even move. The long snake-like tail is wrapping around its tethered legs. You can feel it. An innate fear, an innate knowledge. This thing cannot be reasoned with. It cannot be saved. All it wants is for you to end. Hey, Yos.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh boy.
The chains groan in protest, radiant cracks forming along their metal, each one letting out a painful note. The glowing figures strain, trying their best to fight against it, but still the cracks spread. Before these chains can shatter entirely, however, a command echoes from above you and within you. The voice of Sir.
Oh yeah.
Balance the scales in my name, you hear her command. The chains glow white hot, the metals reforging themselves before you. Children of Gold, you do not face this challenge alone, but the burden must still be yours. Resolve yourselves. Should you falter, this horror shall wreak havoc upon all we hold dear. Fight. Overcome. As is your way. As is your gift. You can note the smallest hint of fatigue in her words as she speaks. The seal won't hold for long. Even the direct intervention of a god does not seem enough to pacify this creature. It's all up to you now.
Well. Oh no.
Okay, I had to go check into my hotel. What did I just miss?
You'll see. We're going to be
You're
ending
gonna have
this.
to watch the VOD.
Yeah, we're going to be
yeah.
ending the session here soon because I don't want everyone to be here for a potential
Definitely
combat.
watch the VOD.
Definitely watch the VOD.
Oh.
So, we will be ending the session there with initiative rolled. And next time we'll start the finale against the Lost One.
Hey, at least it's last from the turn order.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah, the middle is the start. It's
Yeah, Ida's the start
Oh,
of the
He
combat.
is the star. Okay. I was like, I thought
Oh, yeah.
I was the last of the turn order, but it's not. It's
In
not.
that case, yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine.
easy.
You'll be fine. I'm gonna go end the session and then I'll be right back. Enjoy the music and the floating words around you.
They are concerning.
Alright. The party has made it to the seal. But however, because the Rod of the Depths has been away for too long, the seal has weakened. If they do not come together with the aid of the gods in themselves, the Lost One will escape, and perhaps restart the Leviathan War, where the promise will have been broken. Will they survive? And will they succeed? Find out next time on the Moonlit Song.